Hi everyone, welcome back to Accounting Excel. Today I'm just going to do a short video on the Sum Ifs function. So what I have set up here is I have a situation where I'm going to book an accrual for my labor expense for the month of February 2019. On the left here I have basically a list of all of my my people that I need to book the accrual for. I have their last name, their first name, the company they work for, their hourly rate, and over here I have a formula that's going to calculate what I need to accrue for that person. And at the bottom down here I have a total to calculate my total accrual. So what I need to do is I need to fill this column out here, this February hours. And so what I have over here to the right is just a list of people. This came out of our time tracking software, and all I need to do is get a sum of all of the hours for the month of February, and you can see that it's, you know, a couple hundred lines long, and so I really just need to condense the information down to something manageable. And so perfect formula for that is the Sum Ifs function. So what the Sum Ifs function does is it takes a couple of criteria and it looks to see what those criteria are, and if it meets those criteria it's going to sum the amount, and so that's what I'm going to do here in column E. So to get this started, it's really easy. All you need to do is just go equals Sum Ifs. Okay, so the first thing it's going to ask me for is the sum range. So the sum range is just the range of numbers that you want to sum up. So that's going to be the time entry column here that I'm going to sum up, because I'm trying to look for the total hours for this person. So I'm just going to go ahead and select that. I'm going to just drag this all the way down to the end of my data here. Okay, so I have everything that I want to sum. And then the next piece of that is going to be my criteria range. So my first criteria range is going to be the person's last name. So I'm going to select that column. Okay, then I'm going to hit comma, and then my next criteria is going to be, this is asking what criteria it wants me to meet. So I selected last name as the criteria that I wanted to look at, so I need to select last name over here as the criteria that I want. So anytime it says Conseco, it's going to sum that person. And so you can see here on the formula how it has criteria 1 and then criteria 2. You can do this for as many as you want to do. So what we're going to do for this is we're just going to do 3 of them. So criteria range 2. So the criteria range 2, I'm just going to use the last name. And to make this go a little quicker, I'm just going to select first couple of them, and then I can change this last number here, so that I don't have to drag it all the way down. So the last one was 706, so we'll just type in 706 here. Then we'll hit comma, and then my criteria 2 is going to be first name. So I select that one. And then my criteria 3 is going to be the company. So this is what I want to look at. I'm going to change this to 706. And then my criteria here is going to be company. And that's my formula. So it's really easy. And so anytime it sees Conseco, first name Jose, and MLB, it's going to sum that up from this table over here. So Jose Conseco had 135 hours for the month of February. So then I have my formula over here where it's multiplying his hours times his hourly rate to come up with the dollar amount of what I need to accrue for that month. So real quick, just to finish this off, what I want to do is I want to come in here and say that I want to drag this down. I want to drag this formula down all the way to the bottom here. What happens is if I drag this down, it's going to change my table that it's looking up to. See, I started off with 706 and I started off with 5 here, but when I dragged it down, I went to 6 and it went to 7. So what I want to do before I drag that down, so I'm going to just come in here, I'll click in here, and I just push F4. And that's a shortcut, and it puts these dollar signs in there so that whenever I drag it down, that information doesn't move. And so you want to do that for the information that you're looking to so that it doesn't mess up your formula as you drag it down. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and drag this to the bottom. And so you can see that it summed up all the hours for all the people. And this is the dollar amount that I need to accrue over on this side. We'll go ahead and make this dollars. So for the month of February, I need to accrue $510,185. So this is just an example of using the Sum Ifs function. If you think this is helpful, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And if you want something a little more detailed that you're trying to use the Sum Ifs function for, you need some help doing it, leave a comment in the comment section, and I might make a video about it, explaining it a little bit more, but I just wanted to go over a brief explanation of how this function worked. So that's how it works, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you all next time.